ಎಲ್ಲ PUC2 ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ಏಕಾಗ್ರ ಚಿತ್ತದಿಂದ ಶಾಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು, ಕಲಿತ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೆಯುವ ಬುದ್ಧಿಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು ಇಷ್ಟ ದೇವತೆಗೆ, ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ, ಕುಲದೇವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ. ಟೇಕ್ ಡೀಪ್ ಬ್ರೇತ್ಸ್. Yes. Good morning, my dear students. We studied the trigonometric identities. Today we will continue with the concept of function, trigonometric function. Trigonometric functions, because you are learning in the second PU, the trigonometry chapter is inverse trigonometric functions. Inverse trigonometric functions. Trigonometric functions. Let us call this sweet and short as ITF, inverse trigonometric function chapter ITF. See, first of all, we will try to understand the concept of function. You recall, you studied in the first PU, concept of function. You studied in the 11th standard the chapter sets. These are important things, relations, the background behind this, and functions. And functions. We'll try to understand what are sets you already know, relations, and what is function. All three are related to each other. Okay. Suppose that I take two sets here. A is one set containing elements, say 1, 2, say 3. So B is another element, another set 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, can you tell me what is the cross product? You matadbodu, ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. A cross B. Tell me what this product is called as? A cross B. One of the operations, like you have A union B. What it is called as? A union B. What it is called as? What is this symbol stands for? What this symbol stands for? A, this is union. This one is intersection. Similarly, there is another operation called as A cross B. Can you tell me what it is? It is called as Cartesian product of two sets. What it is called as? Cartesian product. Where you came across this word Cartesian? Coordinate geometry. This particular in coordinate geometry, you will get x-axis, y-axis. What this axis, this graph you are drawing now, two number lines in coordinate geometry intersecting mutually at right angles. This is called as x-axis. This is called as y-axis. What this system is called as? You studied in the 9th standard, 10th standard coordinate geometry. Who developed coordinate geometry? The coordinate geometry is developed by René Descartes. René Descartes, a mathematician, and he developed this particular plane The end name is Cartesian. Therefore, this plane is called as Cartesian plane. You studied in coordinate geometry. So he was the first. Therefore, this particular system is called as Cartesian plane. In the honor of Rene Descartes, it is called as Cartesian plane. You are drawing graphs in the 10th standard, 9th standard, pair of linear equations in two variables, solve a pair of linear equations in two variables. So this particular Cartesian plane, he showed that any point, a plane is divided into four equal parts. What is this Cartesian coordinate system? He calls it is called as Cartesian coordinate plane, or simply coordinate plane. Coordinate plane. What is the invention of Cartesian? Generally, you are plotting the graph. If I say to plot 2, 3, what you used to do in the school level? 2, 3. You used to take 2 here, 3 here in the graph. The line where it intersects, you to write it as what? 2, 3. What this 2, 3 is called as? A pair of real numbers. And this such a pair of real numbers is called as ordered pair of real numbers. What it is called as? He showed that it was this is the introduction to the coordinate geometry. You studied in it was introduced in the 9th standard, continued in the 10th standard with the distance formula, section formula. You studied in the first PU, straight lines. Which chapters were there in the coordinate geometry? Straight lines you completed. Okay, this year you are learning circles, conic sections. Okay, so this is the firstly developed by coordinate geometry. The invention of Rene Descartes is that any point in a plane can be represented by a pair of real numbers. So adana ನೀವು plot ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ graph ಒಳಗೆ ನೆನಪೈತಿ? To solve pair of linear equation add straight line ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದು, intersecting, then parallel, coincident, condition a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2 idra intersecting, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 idra parallel, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2 idra coincident. Recall in 10th standard. So there whenever you draw a graph can be drawn only if you know pair of numbers. These pair of numbers is called as ordered pair of real numbers. What it is called as? Ordered pair of real numbers. Ordered pair of real numbers. Ordered pair of real numbers. This is the basic concept in Cartesian product. Why we call this one as Cartesian product is, in a Cartesian product is nothing but a set of all possible ordered pairs. All possible ordered pairs. What do you mean by ordered pair? Pair of real numbers enclosed in a common bracket. Pair of real numbers, note down key points, enclosed. Pair of real numbers enclosed. Pair of real numbers enclosed. Pair of real numbers it is not visible after this point. I will come here. So this Cartesian coordinate plane, what is ordered pair? If you write x, y, x is x coordinate, y is y coordinate, this is called as ordered pair. Ordered pair. Learn theory correctly. Problems will automatically come. Ordered pair. A pair of real numbers. A pair of real numbers. Real numbers. A pair of real numbers enclosed in a common bracket. Common bracket. You are not supposed to use other brackets. What this bracket is called as? In sets you studied what this bracket is called as and what this bracket is called as. What this bracket is called as? This bracket is called as, no. This code is called as, or what this bracket you call it as, or what this bracket you call it as. This is a completely open or completely closed? Open. This one is lower limit is closed and it is open. Here lower limit is open and upper limit is closed. Correct. What this bracket is called as? Flower bracket. And it is also called as parenthesis. It is also called as flower bracket. What it is called as? Square bracket. Use of bracket is very, very important later in the integration. You will be studying integration in differentiation this year. So therefore, you remember use of brackets, all basic concepts you studied in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. If they are there in your mind, then you can comfortably manage subjective questions and objective competitive questions. So what is needed is basic concepts. Here I will try to clear you basic concepts. Automatically you will solve. Why it is called as Cartesian product? Because it is called as Cartesian product A and B. Here elements of the first set A and elements of the second set B, it is a set of all possible ordered pairs. It is a set of all possible ordered pairs such that, what is the symbol? What is the symbol? Is it a rule method? What type of method? This method of representing where x belongs to A, or you can even write vertical line, set of all possible ordered pairs such that this symbol represents such that x belongs to A, y belongs to B. Is it a rule method? There are different methods of representing set. How do you represent set? Methods of representation of the set. What are the methods of representation of a set? I am refreshing you sets, relations and functions. What do you mean by set? A collection of well-defined objects. How do you represent the set? You can represent the set by different methods, mainly 3 methods. Can you recall and tell me? One is roster method. Very good. Roster method. Second method is rule method, or it is also called as set builder method. Set builder method. What is the third method? Set builder method. What is the third method? What is the third method? Yes, Venn diagram method. You can represent set by using Venn diagram. You can represent a set by roster method. In the roster method, elements are entered in the bracket. In rule method, you will be defining the rule by which elements of the set can be obtained. In Venn diagram, you will be drawing two circles. You are calling it as A, calling it as B, then you are using the operation. And this is called as Venn diagram method. You studied in the 11th standard. I will not go in detail, just will recall it and continue. Now I have represented the set A cross B by using, out of these 3 methods, which method? Second method. It is a rule method of representing the set. Correct. So now I want you to write A cross B using roster method. What is the definition? Here in rule method, you are writing the definition by which you can get the elements of the set. Elements of the set. Sridhar, good morning. I am Sridhar from Parishrama batch. From CV Raman. ಅಲ್ಲೋ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ PUC2 ದಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬಂದಿ ಶ್ರೀಧರ್ PUC2 ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PU ಓದಿದಿ from Parishrama batch from CV Raman team. ಇದು PUC 2 ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೋತಮ್ಮ ಇರ ಬರಬೇಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, XY, X belongs to A and Y belongs to B. ಹುಡುಗರು ಒಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಂದು ಟಿವಿ ಹಚ್ಚುಗಳೇ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾವ 10th ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅವರು. X belongs to A and Y belongs to B. X belongs to A and Y belongs to B. Directly if you take, you have to write the ordered pairs. How? 1 3 1 3, yes, 1 4 1 5. We'll write all possible. It is a set of all possible ordered pairs such that set of all ಹೆಂಗ್ ಓದಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಟೇಶಿಯನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಒಳಗೆ set of all possible ordered pairs in which first element belongs to the set A, second element belongs to the set B. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರೂಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ A cross B, the Cartesian product. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾರ್ಟೇಶಿಯನ್ ಅಂತಾರ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವೇನು ಆರ್ಡರ್ಡ್ ಪೇರ್. ಆರ್ಡರ್ಡ್ ಪೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರು ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ರು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ Rene Descartes. Therefore this product is means you can plot these points in the plane, Cartesian plane. Therefore the name Cartesian product of two sets. Cartesian product is the fundamental thing to develop relations and functions, fundamental operations of the sets, that you understand. So 1 3 1 4 1 5, you can write 2 3 2 4 and 2 5. Similarly 3, write all possible ordered pairs, right? First 2 3 2 4 2 5, continue 3 3 3 4 3 5. I hope all possible ordered pairs. You are not supposed to leave anyone. Are you getting me? Okay, this is Cartesian product. This Cartesian product we can show by using what? Venn diagram. I'll show you the Venn diagram. Okay, see, Venn diagram is very important to develop relations and functions, to understand relations and function. I will write here 1 2 3, then I will write 3 4 5. Now you can observe 1 is related to 3. This is called as A cross B. You can represent in Venn diagram. This is the basic thing to develop this thing. 1 3 1 4 1 5, 2 3 2 4 2 5, 3 3 3 4 3 5. This is the way. And the set of all first elements is called as a pre-image, and set of all second elements is called as, and actually first set is called as a domain. What it is called as? Domain. This one is called as codomain, to develop the relation. Now we'll come to understand the relation. So relation, any relation is nothing but a subset of A cross B. What is the symbol stands for? Subset. And any relation, what is relation? What is the concept of relation? A relation is a subset of A cross B for which A related to B is true. I will show you. I will try to clear you the concept of relation. Any relation is nothing but a subset of A cross B. I will give you one relation R1, right? Set of all xy such that x belongs to set A, right? Y belongs to, y is equal to such that, and y belongs to set B, and y is equal to x plus 1. A relation will be defined. If I define y is equal to x plus 1. Now you go on writing the set condition. This is the condition. Y is equal to x plus 1. What are the possible elements for the defined relation? What is the possible set for defined relation? Y must be 1 more than x. Andre y ಏನದ x ಗೆನ 1 ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹುಡುಕಾಟಿದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಯಾವ ಅವನಷ್ಟೇ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, I will write R1 relation. Can you collect and tell me what are the ordered pairs? You know, 1 ಅದು. No. 1 x is 1. Y should be what? 1 more than. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 2 ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಎಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಐತೇನ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಎಲ್ಲದ ಇಲ್ಲದಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿದ ಬರ. ಇದು ಯಾವುದು? ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಬರ್ರಿ. 2 3 ಮತ್ತು 3 4. Any others are there? 3 4. Only these two are related. Then you can show it in the Venn diagram. Okay, A, B. And if I take all elements of A here, 1 2 3, and on all elements of B here, 3 4 5, this A is related to what? B. This is a relation now. This arrow mark on that you are writing R, this is a relation. See, now you try to link them. This is pre-image and image. And a set of all first elements in the relation is called as, you studied in the 11th standard, it is called as domain. Sorry, what it is called as? Domain. And it is a set of all elements of B are called as codomain. I am just clearing you the concepts. Any doubt bantu alli kelri, no problem. Live stream nagidaru illi kelbodu. Anybody, if you are live stream? Prabhanjan Deshpande, are you PUC II student? Only PUC II students can come here. It is not a 10th class, it is PUC II class. Please note students, those who are joining in live stream, it is only for PUC II students. Okay. Domain and codomain. Try to understand what is a domain. Now, the element 2 is related to 3. I will show it with the arrow mark. Sorry, 2 is related to 3. Next, 3 is related to what? 4. Yes. This is called as representation. Are you getting me? And this is the y coordinate, this is the x coordinate. The relation is defined as y is equal to what? X plus 1. The relation is y is equal to x plus 1. Then you can represent it Venn diagram. Now, what is the difference between A cross B and the relation? A cross B is a set of all possible ordered pairs, taking elements from the first set, elements from the second set. Andre A set ಒಳಗಿರೋ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. B set ಒಳಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. This is first element of the ordered pair, second element of the ordered pair. You are listing entire set. It consists of all possible outcomes. 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5, 3 3, 3 4, 3 5. Totally, how many elements are possible here? Here n of A is equal to 3. N of B is equal to what? To 3. How many elements are possible in A cross B? Count it. How many elements are possible? 3. N of A cross B is equal to what it n represents? N represents the number of elements in A is 3. Number of elements in B is 3. Right? And what is the relation here? The defined relation is y is equal to what? X plus 1. Means What is relation? Relation is a defined thing. How x and y are related. Only those elements are collected and those elements of the A cross B are collected and written. This is called as relation. What do you mean by relation? Any relation is a subset of a relation from A to B. A relation from, suppose A and B are two non-empty sets. How to define a relation? So that anybody asks you, define relation. Right? Let A and B be two non-empty sets. Right? A relation is a subset of Cartesian product A cross B satisfying the defined relation. Therefore, it is a subset of A cross B. What is our defined relation is y is equal to x plus 1. Means y is 1 more than x. We have collected in it 2, 3 and 3, 4. And once you write the relation, you can write this relation as R is related from A to B. Symbolic representation. Relation. Okay. Now, what is the domain of the relation and range of the relation? Very important concept. We'll try to understand the concept. I'm just clearing you the concept. Once the concepts are clear, your foundation is strong, then you can build 2 to 3 floors. Karnataka CET first floor, JEE second floor, and ground floor is theory. Right? So you cannot go to construct the first floor, second floor without constructing ground floor. Once you construct the ground floor, you can have multi-floor buildings. 10, 15, 20, if you go to Mumbai, 20, 25, 30, you can build. If there is no foundation, that's the problem of without a solid understanding of the basic concepts in physics, basic concepts in chemistry, basic concepts in mathematics, you will be fit for nothing. You will be big zero. After completing second PU, you are entering into a degree level. There, whether you go to any stream, medical stream, engineering stream, you need to have sound basic concept understanding of the 12th standard, up to 12th standard. What is JEE CET? JEE CET are nothing but just exams conducted to enter into some colleges, degree colleges. Will it make you a physicist? Will it make you a chemist? Will it make you a mathematician? No. In which field you are interested, you start learning in depth, take original authors' textbooks, reference books, basic understanding, then you can go for write any competitive exams. If the knowledge, if the concepts are clear, then you can, it is a mind game. What is writing competitive examination is a mind game. Improve your mind maths, mind physics, mind chemistry, shortcuts, tricks. That can be all of them can be developed. Without cooking the rice, how can you make palav, fried rice? You cannot make it. Basically, what you have to prepare? Rice. ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಪಲಾವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಚಿತ್ರಾನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಫ್ರೈಡ್ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಏನಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅವು, ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅವು. ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್. And applied science application is possible only when you have the in-depth understanding of the basic concepts. If you don't know the formula of a plus b whole square is equal to, how it came, a square plus 2ab plus b square, how you can write what is sin theta plus cos theta whole square. Sin theta plus cos theta whole square can be written, expanded by using what? You studied in the 9th standard. A square plus 2, you write it as sin square theta plus 2 into sin theta cos theta plus. I am talking about average students, above average, poor, extraordinary students. I will cover all of you. You don't worry. If you have got any doubts, you can put it in the chat box, or I will make a WhatsApp group. You can join and ask your doubts. I will clear it in the next class. Live. Any doubts here? Hope you understood relation. Now let us write one definition of relation. You take a definition of relation. A relation is subset of. A relation is subset of a Cartesian product of two non-empty sets. Why I am writing two non-empty? What do you mean by non-empty? What do you mean by empty set? Suppose that A is one empty set, B is an empty set. Can you take the product? Cartesian, no sets are there. Therefore, you have to use the word underline non-empty sets. A relation is a subset of Cartesian product of two non-empty sets A and B, for which A and B, that is A cross B, Cartesian product of two non-empty sets for which or better, which satisfies, for which A related to B is true. For example, just we observed. First, I will explain you the concept. Is true is called better. Full point. Learn definition first. Understood the definition? I will first of all teach you what is an example, then I will write the definition. So that 1 mark theory question appears in PUC2. How do you write? What is a relation? A relation is a subset of Cartesian product of two non-empty sets A and B, A cross B, that is in the bracket you can write A cross B, for which A is related to B is true. Any doubts in the concept of relations? Is the concept clear? To understand relation, what is it needed in the Cartesian product of two sets which are not studied in the first PU? That is the beginning of the functions. Now, once you write the relation, in the Venn diagram is the best way of learning relations and functions. Okay, I will come to the trigonometry functions after developing what is a function. Look at here. Now, in this, what do you mean by domain of R1? Dome, we will write generally. Dome, DOM, if you write sufficient. Dome of R1, codome of R1. Here is R1, codome of R1 and range of R1. Can you tell me what was our set A? What is codomain? Domain is the thing, but a set of all elements, of A. Then you tell me what is the domain of R1? 1, 2, 3. Shabash. Now what is codomain? Codomain is the thing, but a set of all elements of set B. What is codomain? 3, 4, 5. Now the question, interesting question is, what is range? Range. You can answer any, who are you on the line? You can answer. What is the difference between range and codomain? No. We write it as, see, it is a set of only those elements of the codomain which are images of some elements of the domain. That is called as range. Now what is the range? 3, 4, 3, 4. I hope you understood the concept of relation. Range is nothing but codomain set of A, first element. What is codomain? Set of B, A of A cross B. Is the set B of A cross B. Yes. What is range? What is range? Range of relation. Set of only those elements which are it is called as 2 is called as pre-image. What it is called as? Image. We write it as image of 2 is 3. Image of 3 is 4. 3 is called as pre-image. Image of is 1. Image is a pre-image of any element? No, 1 is not at all related to any elements. Is 5 has got pre-image? No. Is 1 has got image? No. They are silently sitting. They are not related. Only Mr. 2, Mr. 3 are related. Mr. 3 and Mr. 4 are related. Mr. 1 in the set A, Mr. 5 in the set B are isolated. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆಗೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಚಾಳಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟರು, ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. 1 ತನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತಾನು ಕೂತದ 5. So you have to collect only those elements which are satisfying the condition of the relation. That is 2, 3. Y must be 1 more than the x. What is x here? 2. What is x plus 1 is? 3. What is x here? 3. What is x plus 1 is? 4. Because our defined relation is y is equal to what? X plus 1. That is called as a relation. And once you write the relation, domain of relation is set of all first elements. What is codomain? Set of all second elements of Cartesian product. B. All complete tobu. Range andreno? Range is a subset of set of only those elements of A cross B which satisfy the defined relation. Relation. Right? Here you are written. Range of R1 is also a subset of A cross B. How do you write it? What are the elements here? What is the range? Range is a set of only those elements of codomain which are images, that are 3 and 4. I hope you understood the relation. Now we will come to the point. Function. What is the relation between function? What is the relation between function and relation? We will try to understand. Relation, function. Right? Now we will observe the same thing here. It is a relation. Remember, all functions are relations. All functions are relations, but all relations are not function. Write this particular quote. First, all functions are relations. All functions are relations, but first keyword you write, all relations are not function. What is the meaning? All relations are not function. Note. Chemistry ಒಳಗೆ ಇಂಥದ್ದೊಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. All ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ores. Can you explain in chemistry? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್, ಈಗ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಆಲ್ ಓರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಬಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓರ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಕೋಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿ. ವೈ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಓರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಿನರಲ್? Whatever naturally occurring substance you dig out from the earth crust is called as a mineral. What is the ore? Ore is a mineral from which metal can be extracted economically at profit. ಕಂಪನಿ ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಐರನ್ ಪೈರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತದ, ನಿಮ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡಿ, ಇದ್ರ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ Fe ಅಷ್ಟು. ಹೆಮಟೈಟ್ ಅದ, ಯು ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ 10th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಓರ್. It is called as ore of iron. This is called as mineral of iron. Ore ಏನು ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಐರನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಓರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ವಾಟ್? ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್. ಚೀಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಮಿನರಲ್ ಕರೀತಾರ ಓರ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಐರನ್ ಪೈರೈಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮಿನರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಐರನ್ ಪೈರೈಟ್ಸ್ ದಿಂದ ನೀವು, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಐರನ್ ಪೈರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿ ಒಳಗೆ. ಐರನ್ ಪೈರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಪ್ಲೆಂಟಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಕ್ರಸ್ಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಟು ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಐರನ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ. So therefore chemists do not choose iron pyrites, they will select hematite. Therefore the statement all ores are minerals, they are available in the earth crust, but all minerals are not ores. Similarly, can you explain this statement? Statement is all functions are relations, but all relations are not functions. How can you explain it? Means what? A function should satisfy certain conditions. The conditions are there. No, the definition is a function is a function. We'll write the definition of function. A function is a relation. Which satisfies two conditions. Can you tell me what are the two conditions you studied in the sets and relation? Was there in the second P also it is there? In second P also it is there. First chapter, relations and functions. Are you using textbook? Textbook ನೋಡಕತ್ತೀರಿ, ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀರಿ textbook. What is the first chapter? Relations and function. Second chapter, I think inverse trigonometric function. ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಏನ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್? ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್? ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಯುವರ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ. Means that is the development of the basic. Okay, after developing basic quickly, you can build a next level. A function is a relation which satisfies two conditions. First condition is all elements of domain. Condition is only for domain. All elements of domain. All elements of domain should have images. All elements of domain should have images. Means what? Second condition, should have unique images. Unique images. Write better. Unique image. No element of the domain. No element of the domain. No element of the domain should have. No element of the domain should have. No element of the domain should have two or more images. Two or more images. This will make you to understand clearly. All elements of the domain should have images. No element of the domain should have 2 or more images. What is the meaning of it? Now you check whether your R satisfies both conditions. The condition is all elements to the Mr. 1 is not at all having image. First condition fails. Therefore, it is not a function. ಡೊಮೇನ್ ಆಗಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಗೂ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡ್ರಿ 1 2 3 2 3 ಇಮೇಜ್ ಅವ 1ಕ್ಕೆ ಐತೇನೋ ಇಲ್ಲ 1ನೇ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ ಫೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗೋದು ಬಿಡೋದು ಒಂದು ಪೇಪರ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆತು PUC 2 ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಫೇಲರ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ದು ಆಲ್ ದ 6 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 35% ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫೇಲ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ 6 ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅದಾವ ನೀವು 6 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೀತೀರಿ ಆನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫೇಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಉಳಿದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ 100 ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 100 ಬಂದವು ಆಗ್ಯಾವ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ್ರಿ ಕೇಸ್ 3 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ 85 ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾನ ಅವ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಯಾನ್ರಿ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಇದೊಂದು ಅನಾಹುತ ನಡೀತದ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಆಲ್ PUC 2 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಯು ವಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಮೋರ್ and he focused on only PCM. He forgot the stat and languages. ಅವನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾನ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತ ಹೊಂಟಾನ ನಾ PCM ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ PCM ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ PU ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಯು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ದೆನ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಪೇಪರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಒನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪೆಂಡ್ and I repaired it. Now is an engineer earning lakhs of rupees, that is a different issue. Are you getting my point? Thousands of example I am having. Don't have stepmother attitude towards any one of the 6 subjects. In physics, chemistry, maths, bhala preeti. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟಾಟು ಕನ್ನಡ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷು ಯೂಸ್ಲೆಸ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಿಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ 6 ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ನಮಗೆ 6 ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6 ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಜಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಕನ್ನಡನ ಓದ್ಕೋದ್ ಕೂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮೋರ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ PCM ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಈಸ್ 0 ಆನ್ ಅದರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನೀಟ್ ದೋಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ PCB and forget other subject PCB maths 0 see mathematics is the mother of science. You can't learn, I will tell you, chemistry and biology also without mathematics. To diagnose, if you become a doctor, to diagnose, you should be a mathematician to calculate. Mathematics is the mother of science. Therefore, improve your basic mathematics. Don't forget basics. First of all, you are PUC 2 student writing annual examination for a PU board. After clearing PU board examination, you are writing a competitive examination. If your PUC result is 0, if you take NEET, JEE, Karnataka CET, 180 out of 180 questions, 800 questions, useless. Therefore, you focus right from the beginning. Language ಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ದಿವಸ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಬರೀತಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ PCM ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಬಟ್ ಅದರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನವಲ್ಲ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಟ್ರೈಡ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಹೈ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ 50% Karnataka CET percentage 50% they will combine and give you the Karnataka CET ranking. Are you getting me? If you only score highest marks in Karnataka CET and your percentage is 45% in the state level, what is the meaning in it? It is a written theory paper. You equally focus on writing skills, only not ticking skills. Remember, multiple choice question test, objective test is not a true test. Subjective test is a true test. ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಬರೀತಿರಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರೂ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಈಗ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ CET ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನೊಳಗೆ 4 ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ 1 2 3 4 ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈ ತರ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಾರ್ಯಾಗ ಹೋಗು ದನ ಕಾಯೋನ್ ಕರಿತೀನಿ, ಆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಂಟಿರ್ತಾನೋ ಬಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಇದ್ರಾಗ 4 ಅದಾವ, ಟಿಕ್ಕಿ ಹಾಕಂತೇನೆ. ಅವ್ ಪಟ 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 ಹಾಕ್ತಿ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ದೇವ್ರ ನೆನೆಸಿ ಹಾಕಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅವ ಹಾಕಿದ್ವೆಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. ಲಕ್ಕಿಲಿ he will be first rank holder to the Karnataka state or national level. Therefore, these tests are false tests. If I give him to solve a quadratic equation, x square plus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, solve it ಅಂತ ನಾ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಚರಿ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಅದಾವ ಕಾಯಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ, ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಬರ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. ಟಿಕ್ಕಿ ಹಾಕೋದಿಲ್ರಿ, ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಬರ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. ಎನಿ ಡಾಂಕಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟಿಕ್, ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ. First respect you give to the theory questions. Multiple choice questions are conducted. NEET, JEE, Karnataka CET are conducted because number of seats are less, number of students are more. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ 10 ಹುಡುಗರು ಇದ್ದಾರಂದ್ರೆ 50 ಹುಡುಗರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ 10 ಮಂದಿಗೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ನಾನು? ಅವಾಗ ನಾ ಏನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು? ಎಂಟ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಇರೋದು. ಆರ್ ಯು ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ? ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅವನ ದನ ಕಾಯವನು, ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅವನ ನಸೀಬಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ವು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ದೇವ್ರ ದಯದಿಂದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. Therefore, multiple choice question tests are not a true test. They are conducted just to take the entrance. It's a trick, that's all. Will be given, OMR seats are given computerized, and computer will be programmed, and it will be evaluated computerized. Competitive exams. So therefore, without theory, ಹಿಂಗಾಗ್ಬಿಡಬಾರದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಥಿಯರಿ ಕಡೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಡೀಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಮೋರ್ ಡೀಪರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಮೋರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್. Then you can develop it easily. If your theory is perfect, then you can generate shortcuts on your own. Speed comes after understanding the basic concepts clearly. So that is my conviction. Okay. Next. Is it a function? Now I will draw some diagrams here. You have to identify which is it a function? Is it a function? Not a function. I will draw some Venn diagrams. You just identify. You need not note down them. Orally identify. You need not note down. Same number I will take. It was a 3, 4, 5. I will draw another one. A, B. For the same 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. I will draw another one. For the same A, B, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This one is A, B. You have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. I will write them. Okay. 1, 5, 2, 3. Say this is relation R1. I'll show it in Venn diagram. Instead of writing ordered pairs, this is R2. Observe 1, 3, 2, 5, 3, 4, 1, 5. I will take R3. R3 1, 4, 2, 3, 3, 5, 3, 4. I will take R4 1, 5, 2, 3, 3, 4. I will take another one. A, B. R5 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 3. Same on the same sets, I have written R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. Identify among these Which one is a function? Which one is not a function? Not a function. Is it a function? Why? Reason. ಇದು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಚಲೋ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಚಲೋ. ಯಾಕೆ? ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಯಾಕೆ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫೇಲ್ಸ್ or second condition fails? First condition fails. First condition fails. Means 3 has no image. Reason. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, give reason why it is not a relation. What about R2? Why? All elements of the domain have images. First condition satisfied. Which condition fails? No element of domain should have 2 or more images. The element 1 has got image 3. The element 1 is related to 5, right? 1 is related to R2, related to 3. 1 is related to 5. Condition 2 fails. Not a function. What is a function? What is not a function? You have to understand. Concept clear ಆಗತೈತಿ? ಯಾವಾಗ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವಾಗ ಅನ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಆಲ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಡೊಮೇನ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೊಮೇನ್ ಒಳಗೆ 2 ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ R3. Is it a function? ಯಾಕೆ? 3 is related to R3 4. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು? 3 is related to 4 by relation R3. 3 is also related to, mathematically ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, 5. Condition 2 fails. Understood? What about R4? R4. Is it a function? Yes, it is a function. Why? Both conditions are yes. ಅವಾಗ ನಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಎಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಜನರಲಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಬೈ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಎಫ್, ಜಿ, ಎಚ್, ಐ, ಜೆ, ಕೆ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎಫ್. ಜಿ, ಎಫ್, ಜಿ, ಎಚ್, ಐ, ಜೆ, ಕೆ ಇವು ಎಫ್ ದಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಸ್ it is a function. और function ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, symbolically we represent it as f is related from a to b. f colon ಬರೀತಾರ, colon a to b. Okay, can you tell me what is the domain of function? Domain of function f is equal to 1, 2, 3. Second, codome of f is equal to 3, 4, 5. Right? What about R5? What about R5? Yes. Is it a function? Why? Let us check 2 conditions. You know only getiri. How many of you say no? Prabhanjan, Sridhar. Check the condition. To define function, conditions are not for codomain. Conditions are only for domain. This concept you understand. First condition ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ? All elements of the domain should have unique image. What is the image of 1? 3. Image of 2? 4. Image of 3? 3. First condition satisfied. What is the second condition? Can you do? No element of ಡೊಮೇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾಳ ಹುಡ್ರ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗುರುತಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು? ಕೋಡೊಮೇನ್ ನೋಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ? ಡೊಮೇನ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಡೊಮೇನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಅದ, ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಡೊಮೇನ್ಗವ, ಕೋಡೊಮೇನ್ಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈಡ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್? No single element of the domain should have 2 or more images. Each one is having 2 images? No. 2? No. 3? Both conditions are satisfied. How you are saying no? Because you are looking at the codomain. That is the mistake many students do. Remember, note it, very, very important. Very, very important. The conditions are the conditions to call a relation a function or a relation a function are checked for domain only, are checked for a domain dome, but not codome. ಇದು ನೋಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಹಿಂಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಡೊಮೇನ್ಗಷ್ಟೇ ಇವು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅವ, ಎದಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ? ಕೋಡೊಮೇನ್ಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಎ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್? ಎಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಜಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಫ್ ಅಂದಿದ್ದೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಿ ಅಂತೀನಿ. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀತಾರ? ಜಿ ಫ್ರಾಮ್. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು? ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸಿಂಬಾಲಿಕ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಿ ಕೋಲನ್ ಎ ಟು ಬಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ ಟು ಬಿ. ಅದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು? ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. one function ಓದ್ಕೊಂಬರ್ರಿ. one function, be ready with this one function, onto function, into function, bijective function. What is the meaning of surjective, injective, and what is inverse function and inverse trigonometry function? I will talk in the next period. Tomorrow we have chemistry, we will have alternate day. By the time you study and do homework, try to study in the relations and functions and inverse trigonometry function. You can go further. I will take the first, start from the first chapter. Clear it to you? So topic wise, and we will focus on board, pattern of question paper, how to write answers to the board. Then we will take weekends. We will take special sessions on competitive exams on that week's theory. Are you getting me? Some 3 to 4 days or 5 days I will teach a theory part. So 2 days I will take a objective part. Then on Sunday you are trying to one objective paper. Objective papers MCQs will be conducted in app only. We have developed an app, Vidim's app, by our 2004 batch students, and that app is available in the Play Store. You download it just for 540 rupees. You can download. In that we have created courses. PUC1, PUC2, Class 10, State and CBSE, ICSE. I will tell you step by step. Right? Every Sunday you will have a subjective test of 20 marks, MCQ test of graded questions. Initially, that will be discussed in a different session. On the topics we discussed on that week, we will have a test on Sunday. Okay? So tomorrow, study nomenclature of the organic compounds. What are functional groups in chemistry, and IUPAC rules you studied in the first PU. Just refresh it, and I will tell you the rules of IUPAC and give you examples. and explain you once again what are IUPAC rules to name aldehydes, ketones, alcohols, carboxylic acids, esters, amines. Clear? Continue the next.